Hey everybody, Brandon Boyd with The Brandon Boyd Show. Thank you so much for watching. I'm doing a review of the Chicago Athletic Association. We had 2 free night certificates to stay here, and this is a Category 4 property if you are interested in booking. We're going to talk about the location, amenities, food and drink, and also do a room tour and give you my final thoughts. All right, pause the video right here. So this is Dave. Dave is one of many people on the property that are super helpful and are very knowledgeable not only about the property itself but the history of the area as well. So thumbs up to Dave. Great review of the history of the building and was very helpful during our entire stay. And as you walk inside, this place definitely has a unique feel to it. It has its own style. You know, a lot of hotels can feel very bland, vanilla, cookie cutter. This one is definitely not that. And again, ask the people that work there and they'll give you a little bit of history on the building, the design and things like that, but overall a very unique feel. First, let's talk about location. This is right across the street from Millennium Park. It's located on Michigan Avenue. Very easy to get Uber rides, Lyft rides, super simple, and it's really close to a lot of different areas, and you can see it right there, right across from the big silver bean that's part of Millennium Park. So you can take pictures over there and literally walk right across the street and get back to the Athletic Association. So as far as that goes, you've got a great area just to hang out, relax, and go see the Magic Bean and then walk easily right across the street. I also want to recommend Maggie Daley Park. If you keep walking just a few hundred feet past the Magic Bean, you'll see Maggie Daley Park. And Maggie Daley Park is an interesting area. It does have putt-putt golf, which unfortunately was closed when we were there, but it is supposed to open up in April. But they have this huge playground area that is available for kids of all ages. They actually have it sectioned off. So if you have young kids, they have areas where it's 5 years and younger. They have other play areas that are 5 to 12 years old, which is what you're seeing here. And there's all kinds of slides, places to climb, and it's just right there across the street from the Chicago Athletic Association. And they do have some areas where it is for all ages as well. So whether you're a big kid, little kid, there's something to do at Maggie Daley Park. So I highly recommend this free activity, again, right across the street from the Chicago Athletic Association. Between this and Millennium Park, the location is absolutely fantastic. And just to give you an overview of where this area is in relation to the Athletic Association, you can see this in the picture I actually posted on the channel. You can see Millennium Park right across the street. Now let's walk inside, back to the Athletic Association. This is on the ground floor, right where we came in earlier. And if you walk up these super nice steps past the conveniently located Shake Shack, yes, it's located inside the building, which is very helpful. You can see there are all kinds of different reasons why this is called an athletic association. First, you have the pickleball courts, and you can reserve these if you want to. All the equipment is available upon request. All you have to do is get your court and they will give you all the equipment. And big thumbs up to anybody that knows how to play pickleball. It looks like a lot of fun. So if you're a pickleballer, leave that down in the comments below and let us know how to play. Maybe that would help out as well. Located on the first floor, right next to the check-in area, you're gonna have a bar that's actually not associated with a Hyatt property. It's a completely separate entity, but it's located right next to the check-in area in the lobby, where they have all kinds of fun games for both kids and adults, and kids are welcome in here as long as parents are supervising. It is filled with all sorts of shuffleboard tables, pool tables, bocce ball, foosball, checkers, chess, and again, all you have to do is go to the greeting area right outside the door and you will just ask for whatever stuff you need. So for example, if you needed checkers, they'll hand you a bag of checkers and you can go play checkers and eat, or you can just stay in here and play foosball like my kids did for probably 2 hours a day. They really enjoyed it and always looked forward to going there every day. All right, so we've covered pickleball, we've covered some indoor games, but they also have a basketball court. That's right, you can check out a basketball and come in here and shoot some hoops. And I actually didn't even know this was here until the last day, like 2 hours before we were leaving. I asked what was upstairs. They had this thing called Stag Court, and I had no clue what it was. Well, it turns out there is a basketball court here, and then some days during the week they also have roller skating in here as well, 4-wheel roller skating. So I'm not sure exactly what days those are, but just know that's an activity you may want to ask about if you're interested. So if you have kids, whether they want to play the indoor games or if they want to play pickleball or just run around on a basketball court, they can certainly do it here. And you can see they also have shuffleboard on this court. So again, going back to the Athletic Association name, the shoe definitely fits. Moving into the gym area, I was actually surprised by the size of the gym area. For this particular location, I wasn't expecting a whole lot, but it's actually pretty darn big. I was very impressed that they had both free weights, machine weights. They had the big bouncy balls that you can see against the wall there, big bouncy orange and red balls for anything. Let us know what kind of workouts you do, okay? But long story short, tons of equipment in here, regardless if you're doing resistance training, machine training, or free weight training. You can definitely do all that here and feel like you have a lot of options. And if you zoom in really, really close, this is important. If you zoom in really, really close, in the mirror, you can actually see one of my muscles. Zoom in. Hopefully your zoom's that big. Also inside on the ground level, they do have an area where you can practice your golf swing virtually. So they have the clubs there, and then they have the screen in front, again, tying back into that Athletic Association name. So if you're a sports nut, or you just like to shoot some hoops or play some games or just have a good time, between the bars, the food, and the sports, this is a pretty good area. Moving on up to the rooftop, this is Cindy's rooftop bar. And Cindy's, again, just like the inside area that had the indoor games, this is a totally separate entity, even though it's connected to the building. You probably want to make reservations for this because it does fill up quite a bit. If they do have extra slots, those are prioritized for people that are staying on Hyatt property, so keep that in mind. But I would recommend making reservations because it does fill up. The space is very big. It has the skylights up top where you can look around, so it feels very open, and it has a lot of unique spaces overall just to sit around and have a cocktail. One of my favorite areas in Cindy's rooftop bar is this outdoor area, and you can see the fire pits blazing. There were a couple out here on this day, which is really convenient because it was a little chilly. It was windy while we were here at the beginning of April. But this is a great place to warm up, and it's open till 11 o'clock at night, or at least it was while we were there. And you can see this is where I took that selfie that I posted on the channel. You can see Millennium Park and really the surrounding area there where I talked about playing in the park. It's very conveniently located. I just wanted to give that shot to you guys so you could get some perspective on it. But the fire pits are cool, the skylights are cool, the seating areas are nice. Just make sure you get a reservation if you want to take advantage of all this. Moving on to the food. Let's talk food, all right? So the breakfast here is absolutely phenomenal. Because we are Hyatt Globalists, we did get free breakfast, which is a good thing. Look at that big plate of bacon. That's absolutely ridiculous. It's a good thing because this breakfast did cost quite a bit. It was $109, our total bill was, by the time we all got breakfast. So it does add up, and having globalist status did help. But the extra sides, like that plate of bacon, was very cheap. And when you think a side of bacon, you think like 2 pieces of bacon. They give you like 5 pieces. So just know that you're getting a good value, and everything was fantastic. We absolutely love this breakfast. Even if you're not a Hyatt Globalist, I recommend doing this at least one of the days while you're here, because it is definitely worth it. And hang tight, I've got another breakfast spot coming up that's very close to the Chicago Athletic Association that I recommend as well. In terms of drinks and cocktails, conveniently located next to the breakfast area, you'll find that indoor gaming spot that we talked about a little bit earlier that has the foosball and shuffleboard. They also have a full-service bar, and 2 thumbs up to them for making the ice cubes that are very clear. I always appreciate the extra effort in having nice ice cubes, and they definitely delivered there. If you're looking for an alternative spot to eat breakfast outside of the Hyatt property, I would recommend Wildberry Pancakes and Cafe. Holy cow! There was a line there. It took us about 10 to 15 minutes to get in, and this was about 10 a.m., so you want to get there kind of early if you want to get in, but it wasn't that long of a wait. And you can see the Athletic Association just right down the road here. This is right next to Millennium Park. In terms of the food, holy cow, this thing right here is the Barbacoa Chilaquiles, and it was so filling, I can't even tell you. I had a hard time eating it myself, and I love to eat. My wife got a humongous plate of food as well. You get a huge plate of food when you come here, and my kids absolutely love these cinnamon roll pancakes with powdered sugar. If you're a kid, this is like a dream come true. Anytime you can combine cinnamon rolls and pancakes, it's a good thing, as evidenced by this nearly empty plate of pancakes. I think my kids liked it, and I'm sure if you have kids, they will love it too. So between this place, the breakfast place inside, you've got the Shake Shack located on site, and Cindy's Bar. There are a lot of places to get some great drinks and food without even getting into an Uber or driving your own car. All right, let's move on to the room tour. So in the room, we have a large area when you first come in where you can store bags. This is really helpful because when you're traveling with kids, you probably know you have extra backpacks and bags everywhere. There's also a full-length mirror when you go in, which is nice. And then if you notice the thermostat, this is one major issue that I had. Notice it says 72 degrees. The heat was on during this time in the facility, and they're not able to change it between heat and cooling. It's either on heat or it's on cooling. You can't switch back and forth. So we were not able to actually get the room lower than 72 degrees. So if you like sleeping in a room that's less than 72 degrees at the beginning of April, it's probably not going to happen. We actually had to crack the window in the room and get some of that fresh Chicago breeze to come through in order to cool the room off. So if I did have one big complaint, that would be it. And as far as the room itself, the layout was fine. The bathroom was a little tricky with this half window because you get water everywhere. I mean, the water just splashes out, so I'm not a big fan of that design personally. In terms of the look, it looks fine, but functionally, the half shower door thing just didn't really cut it for me, and we ended up getting water everywhere. And it's always important to know what kind of soap you have, right? Everybody has to be nosy. What kind of soaps do you get in here? It's Bigelow. I don't know what that means. I'm sure my wife does, but that's what you get in the room, okay? So that's the overview of the property. In terms of location, I don't think you can beat it. Maggie Daley Park, Millennium Park, being on Michigan Avenue, an easy walk to so many different areas that are very family friendly. I can't recommend the location enough. The amenities between the games, athletics, and just stuff to do on site are phenomenal. It's hard to top that. And then the food and drink between having Shake Shack down on the lower level, there's a coffee shop on the first level as well. It's close within walking distance of some great places to eat. So those things are great. The only things that I would change for the room are the ability to turn either the heat or the cooling on, because it did get uncomfortable at times, and then also that half shower door I'm just not a fan of. But overall, I love the property. If you want to see more of these tours, make sure you give me a big thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts, and when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, you're always going to get the latest information on credit cards, travel, points and miles, and everything in between. And I look forward to seeing all of you on the next episode. We'll see you soon.